Alright, so the other day I told myself I'm gonna use this variation of baraka. What do I have? I have the touch of death, right? And I have a move that's gonna, give me unbreakable damage and safety, right? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. This move, if you don't have the little blade charge or whatever, you cannot amplify it. So my question is, what is the fucking point of this move then? What is the point? Like, why even use this move? What is the point of it? It makes absolute no sense that this is a thing right here with Baraka. He should be able to amplify. I should have safety and the touch of death with this character. Now we look at a character like Cetrion. She gets what? A teleport that's one slot. She gets deadly winds, and you could have some oppressing that shit like the earthquake cancel, and she could have everything. But you get a character like Baraka where I cannot even have the touch of death and safety. What's so broken about that? There isn't, but there's a lot of problems with fucking Cetrion variations. The Cetrion variation I just talked about, like there's just so much fuckery to it that it's just like holy shit, they don't give a fuck. And when it comes to Baraka, it's like nah, Baraka, you better get your ass back in line. You ain't doing jack dick. Find another variation. So I'm just left off as like, what do we do with Baraka? What do we do with Baraka? Like, how do we buff Baraka? How do we? I just don't understand. What are we gonna do with Baraka? How do we buff Baraka? That's my question. Like, what are we gonna do with him? Like, and why are they setting the character like Baraka back? Why are they setting a character like Scorpion back? Scorpion to me right now is fucking useless. Like he has like so many like cool variations that you like if they genuinely gave us like let us do whatever the fuck we wanted, he could have some really fun and awesome variations. But they just this whole slot system is just it's a fucking joke. Like why can't I have Misery Blade and his teleport cancel? What the fuck is so broken about that? There's nothing, absolutely nothing broken about that. I just I don't understand that shit. Hopefully with the next patch they shut me the fuck up and they they change shit around. That would be nice. I would love to get proven wrong. I'm one of those that loves getting proven wrong. It's like, all right, fine, I'll shut the fuck up. But I think this is bullshit. I really do think this is bullshit. Like, why? Like, if you really break down Baraka, let's actually go to his variations, right? I mean, his variation moves that we can put his abilities, right? What really is there to do? To me, his Berserker variation is like still a thing, but it's like I've used that variation so many times. I want to use something new. I don't want to use the same shit over and over. You know, like let's say right here, right? I have the leg. That is like really, I need to have this with his little berserker bullshit move. Like really, in order to amplify it, like for real, that's a fucking thing. And then you also have move like this, like don't get me wrong, his little tick throw or whatever, his little tackle, we would have that with like something like gutted. Okay, I could see why people would complain, but dude, look at Cetrion, look at Liu Kane. Liu Kane has a command grab, a low fireball, and like really, he could go into a parry or a fucking nunchuck stance, like for real. But like really, like I definitely feel like they should definitely change some things around with slots. To me just makes no sense. To me, I'm not saying Baraka is trash. I don't think he is. To me, I still think his Berserker variation is his best variation. This one that you're looking at right now that I have equipped, I do think this is his best variation. I do feel like this is how he should be played. But you could do some cool shit with gutted. I guess you can get an armor breaker and use gutted. I feel like that's the only variation people are really using with it. Maybe you'll have gutted and the like. Who fucking knows? There is different ways of using Baraka, but it's like I should be able to have gutted and I should be able to have safety, or whatever. I should be able to have the freaking command grab or not his little tackle, whatever, and I should be able to have safety with the berserker fucking move, whatever the fuck it's called, Baraka Zerk, whatever, stupid fucking name. Um, but yeah, I just think it's bullshit. Also, let's take a look at Scorpion. Like, I love Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 11. Like, believe it or not, like I genuinely really like Scorpion, but like like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, really, this is 2 slots? Okay, I can see that. But like, I can't have Misery Blade with this, like, for real. Um, and like, just some shit you just can't even equip. It's weird. It is really, really, really weird. Like, on shit that it conflicts with. Like, let me see. Like, for example, we're gonna have this bad boy, right? And then it would be nice if these 2 moves were just a thing, you know. You have the fake teleport cancel, you have this move, but no, you cannot have that. It's just like, wow. You just feel very limited on what you could equip with Scorpion. You know, it's like, fuck, you know? Or even with his Misery Blade, right? It's like, you know, it would be nice, you know, to have this move, like, with his additional strings and Misery Blade. That would be really nice, but we can't have that. It is what it is. I just feel like definitely characters are getting held back to becoming really, not really good, but like, just have a fair fucking chance, you know? I definitely feel like, to me, right now, characters like Scorpion, characters like Baraka. I don't want to name and put people's mains down because I feel like I get a lot of messages. Well, you don't know nothing about. Oh, shut the fuck up. I just feel like characters are getting held back to be actually really shining. But yeah, you get motherfuckers like Liu Kang and like, how is this variation that I have right here legal? How is this shit legal? Like, why am I gonna use any other character? To me, this is perfection. This is everything I want in a character. For me, I could zone and bone you with the low fireball. The nunchuck stance is probably the funnest and greatest stance. It's fun. I'm not saying it's the best stance in the whole game, but it's like, it's actually really good. Like, I think it's really fucking good. And then you also have his command grab. Like, why use anything else, in my opinion? And like, Liu Kang right now is just a fucking. And then you could also have his little buff instead of switching. There's just so many ways of using Liu Kang. I don't know, with just other characters, I feel limited. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like some characters, they really need to change this fucking slot system. And then Joker is another one. Like, I have this variation with Joker. I have complete safety. I could chip you out and all this shit. And then, you know, some of his variations, I don't know how they're fucking legal. I really have no idea how they're legal. But it's wild. Like, this, like, man, I don't know. I could be bugging here, but if you ask me, I really feel that they should definitely work on this slot system and really have things that make sense. Because for some characters, it makes 0 sense, and they're really, really holding them back. But yeah, but then, you know, they gave love to RoboCop. You know, that's one thing. But it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Holla back. Deuces.